Okay.
So we're looking at the daily chart of Euro USD, and clearly we know that currently it's in a downtrend.
Yes.
Currently, it's in a downtrend. So after establishing the trend, we know that we should only be looking for sell opportunities.
Yes.
So I'll look for my point of interest on the daily time frame, which is the order block I'm hoping to sell from. So this would have been my original point of interest would have been this. I'm using the wick of the order block because this order block for me, if I take it all the way from here, that's the last green candle before price starts making the move down. Can you see it? Is your
Yes.
order block. So if I take it from here, for me, it should be too large. But I can just take half of this order block, the middle, that's the 50% and above as my order block, or I just use this wick as my order block. So let me use half of it. So I'll use half of it. Now we have half of it, so I'll remove the middle line so that I'll be aware that I'm using half part of an order block. So I'll wait for price to come into this zone for me to have
Okay.
my sell.
Didn't it already tap into that zone?
Yes, I'll wait for price to come into this order block on the daily zone. Then I cannot go to my entry zone, which is going to be either 1 hour or any lower time frame. You can see that price is already in my entry zone. I want to show you some things why I chose this. So once price is in my entry zone, I'll be looking for price to make a change of character. Price was bullish. It was bullish as it retraced into this zone. Yes or no?
Yes.
It was bullish. So on the 1 hour, I've been waiting for price to make a change of character first to confirm to me that price has changed from bullish to bearish. I've not seen any sign of that now. Now, this is the first time price entered into this zone. The first thing I would have been looking for is a change of character. I didn't get any change of character here. I didn't get any here. This is the first place I would have looked for. This is the first low I would have expected price to break. Price didn't break it. It just somehow touched the low. It didn't go below it. It touched it with a wick. Then I'll shift my low down to this one again. This one too didn't get broken. It was swept off. Price swept the liquidity off it and moved on. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I'm moved up. So I don't have a change all the way here. I don't have a change of character. And you see price kept moving to the upside. Now, in this place, I think I have a change of character here. Look
Where
at this
and
move
what area?
here. This place. Can you see where my cursor is? Price
Yes.
moved up, made a low, went up, then give us a down move. It broke structure here. Let me mark the place. It broke that structure, didn't it? It closed
Yeah.
well below it with a body. So that would have been my first change of character. My first change of character. That would have been my first change of character. Let me call that C1. That would have been my C1, my first change of character, because what I need two change of character to confirm that price really wants to go down. So Price breaks it to the downside. Now, after price breaks it to the downside, what's the next step I'm looking for?
After break, you look for a liquidity squeak.
Beautiful. So I look for a liquidity sweep. Now, you know that after this break, this side has not formed. My sweep will be every high above this change of character. This side will have been a liquidity zone that's high. Then this next high too, because it's not yet mitigated. This one too. So price came, price swept liquidity. You can see the sweep of liquidity, can't you?
Yes.
So after the sweep of liquidity, I'm looking for another change of character, which is a break below this very low, this last low before this up move, which is this one. I'm looking for a break below it.
Okay.
That is the price breaks that place. I will have gotten my second change of character. Let me call it my C2. Now the question is, the price actually break it? The price go below it?
It did.
No, it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't break it. Price never went below it. Look at it. Price attempted to break it here. It swept it. That's a sweep, not a break. So
Oh, okay.
since it didn't succeed here, this will become my next. I'll shift it. I'll shift my C2 from here to this low now. I'm expecting price to break this low now. The price break this low? No. It swept it again. Can you see it? It swept it again with
Yes.
this candle. So I'll shift my low again to that place. Then finally price came down. You see that it didn't break it. Can you see it? So this is my new place for my second change of character. Now price has
Okay.
gone up again, seeking all this liquidity. Yes, taking liquidity off these highs now. These lower highs is taking liquidity off them. It has even swept this one off. Let me show you the one I'm talking about. It has swept this one off. Can you see it? It swept that
Yes.
liquidity off. It swept that one off. What is this? Okay. It swept all this one, swept all this one, it has swept this one. It can even take out this eye because there's liquidity there too. There's there are buy orders there that it can take away, trigger those buy orders and distribute to the downside. So now, where's my next point I should be considering that if I get a break below, we confirm my second change of character.
If it break below that last lower low,
Which one is the last lower low now?
the candle with the longest wick.
This one. It's not the candle with the longest wick. It has shifted from here to here. Can you see it?
Yes.
That's what we call a wick transfer. So you see, we kept transferring the wick from here. We took it from here to here to here to here because price never did a break. It just kept sweeping the wicks, sweeping the wick. Can you get it? It kept sweeping the
Yes.
wicks, sweeping the wicks. So if price breaks below this one now, if it closes with a body, a candle body, not just a wick below it, I will sell it. I will take my entry from here and put my stop above the highest high before this break. And I'll target just a 1 to 2. Does it make sense to you, my explanation?
Yes.
So the process is very,
The,
very,
the more and more you show me, the more and more I'm getting it.
yes, the process is simple. It's just about watching the videos and looking at the charts over and over again. So
Yes.
once you know the direction you want to trade to, once you know the direction of the trend you want to go, you know what you are looking for on the lower time frame. You get it.
Yes.
Let's look at an example. Yeah,
Let's look. Oh, Nifty 50.
Nifty,
Oh, don't they call it Nifty 50?
Nifty 50. I don't know of that. Okay, I've seen Nifty 50 here. I think that's the chart we are on.
Maybe that's the same thing.
It's the same thing, yes. So
What is that? I never knew what that was.
this one, the
What is the Nifty 50? What instrument is
I
that?
think is the
In the,
Indian is the Indian stock index.
oh, okay.
Yes, the Indian market index.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so let's look at it. Now, from what price is doing here, what are we seeing? Let's see. Let me break this down. Price has been in a downtrend all the way down here. Now it's retracing up. It's retracing up. But after getting up, I think it's beginning to come down again. It retraced up and broke this eye. Hmm? You see, it broke
Mhm.
this eye all the way here. This is, I think, before this down low. Let me see. Let me mark it. Okay. This is the last. This is the last. This is the last green candle before price started moving down. And you see it. It's a very wide one. So we can
Which
just
one?
take this one, this zone, this other block. This is the other block that pushed price all the way down. Can you see it?
Yes.
So we can just, it's a very wide one. So we can take the middle of it, which is somewhere around here, which is this middle. Okay. So this is the middle of it. You see that price is now reacting from it. As a matter of
Mm.
fact, I can even go beyond the middle and use this top wick of the candle. The wick of the candle is also an important zone we can use as another block. So now is here now. You see, is here. We're now expecting price to come down. Let me see what's happening on the 1 hour time frame.
Okay. You still on? Okay.
What's happening? Oh, I was on the 1 hour time frame before. Let me see. I think I was on the 1 hour time frame. No? Which time frame was I using? Let me see the 4 hours. So the one. This is the daily time frame. Okay, on the daily time frame, this is I would have taken it from here. on the daily time frame. I've taken it from here. This red candle is supposed to be the last sell candle before price starts going down. Yes or no?
Yes.
Because it's a candle with the highest high, and it's a sell candle because
Yes.
it bought above, it made an up move above this
Yeah.
candle.
Yeah. And
So
it's a
the
high
last
high volume candle. Yeah.
is the last buying candle, I mean, before price
Yes.
downside.
Yes.
So the whole of it is supposed to be the other block. But when I'm in a situation like this, when I have a very large one like this and I see a green candle, I like to take it from the open price of this green candle to the very high of it. So I'll be expecting price to come back into this zone on the 1 hour. Come back into this zone. So if price comes into this zone, we now wait for those price action, that's change of character, strip of liquidity, another change of character. But let me use, how do I call this? Let's use the 1 hour. Let's use the 1 hour for our example. Let's look for something. Let's look for the 1 hour. Okay. Let's start from here.
Are we on the 4 hour or the daily?
Oh, okay. Let me go to the 1 hour chart.
1 hour. Okay.
Yes. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. See what is happening. Okay. Price pushed all the way down here. Down. Okay. Let's take it from here. Take it from here. So price is in a downtrend. So the
Yes.
last order block will be this one. So this is a, let's see, is this still not too dark? Change my team. Okay, so this is a place we marked. This is the last up candle before the move to the downside on the hourly charts. So like I always do, let me change this. This is hourly. I'll change it to blue. Okay. So what's the next step? We are waiting for price to come mitigate this other block. So let's play price forward. It's going to be fast. So price is there. Price has mitigated it. So we can go to our lower time frame now. We are on the 1 hour chart. We can go to the 15 minutes, 10 minutes, or 5 minutes. Which one do you want?
The 15 minute.
Okay, let's get to the 15 minutes time frame. See what is happening there. So what are we looking for? We are looking for a change of character. This is the
Yes.
first time price. This is the first time price mitigated it. We didn't get a change of character. It's supposed to be down here. Second time, it didn't come to give us a change of character. This is the third time. We've not gotten our change of character yet, so we can keep playing price to see. Now we have a change of character on the 15 minutes. It broke structure to the downside here. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah. Broke this to the downside. So the next thing we're looking for is what? A sweep of liquidity.
Yes.
Where the liquidity areas we're looking at? We're looking at this.
Okay.
And we're looking at this very high too. So let's quickly play this and see. Price comes back to those zones. It went far above it. So it has swept those liquidity. It hasn't given us another change of character. Now we
It
have a
did.
now we have a
Okay.
change of character. Indeed, where
At the top.
at this very top,
Yes.
where we are looking
Where
for
that
we're looking for a bearish change of character here, mind you. So
okay.
swept the liquidity to the way all the way up here. This is the lowest low. It didn't break it. It swept it. Okay, it swept it for me. So now it has given us a proper break down below, short from here. That's where we got a proper break. Yeah. So we got a proper break here. Let's see. Let me play this. This looks somehow. Okay. So if price comes back here now, I'll set my order. Tail order is supposed to be from here.
Okay.
Goes back to this zone. My sell should be from here. My what was it called? My stop loss should be just above here. That's my stop above here. So price comes to mitigate this place again. This is my stop. Let me see. Did they come to fill us? It didn't fill us. Are we going to be fed? Let's see.
Let me see.
Yes, we are in the trade. We are out of it. So
Okay.
after taking us out here, we are still looking for our downtrend. They took us out here. So this is also, these are taken out, is also price seeking liquidity. It took us out, took out liquidity here, took our liquidity. You know, we have a buy stop loss here. That's our buy stop liquidity here. So it has taken every liquidity out. Now it moved to the downside. So after taking that liquidity, I can still enter this position for a second time from this low, which is the new change of character, the new chalk, the new chalk, and put my stop here above this high, because this is the protected high, the highest high after the sweep.
Okay.
That's the highest high after the sweep. So my stop should be above here to protect it. So if price comes back here, it will fill me in. Let's see how it plays. It came back. I think I would have gotten my 1 to 2 beautifully. Can you see it?
Yes.
So on the second attempt, I would have gotten my 1 to 2. And if I hold on, I would have even gotten more than 1 to 2. Maybe a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4 that would have covered my loss here. Can you see it? So
Yeah.
the major elements of this strategy is the liquidity sweep elements. We don't want to take a trade without seeing a valid liquidity sweep. We don't just take the trade because we've seen a change of character. Because what we call a change of character here, which is a break of structure here, can still be a liquidity sweep. Do you get it?
Okay.
So after we see our first sweep, our first change of character, we want to see a liquidity sweep to confirm that price really wants to go in that direction. In this case, we want to confirm that price really wants to go bearish. So after this change of character, we wait for the sweep. then wait for another change of character again after the sweep. So it's from that second, the position of that second change of character, we take our entry. We take our entry. I want us to look at something I did on USD JPY earlier today. This was a trade I was looking at before I went to bed, in addition to that other one I showed you. Now look at it. Price has been moving up, up, up. Then finally, price swept all this liquidity here. You see,
Yes.
it swept the liquidity below this low, came into this other block. And you see the other block here.
Yes.
In trading, you need to be very, very versatile. You need to be versatile. You need to be creative. Is that supposed to be my other block?
Let me see.
This is
Yes, because that was the last candle before the push up.
No, it's not the last candle. It's not the sell candle. This is a sell candle before the push up.
Yeah, they were talking about the red candle, the last red candle.
Can you see this red candle?
Or the last sale candle.
Yes, this is the last red candle before the push up.
Yeah.
This green candle has gone below this red candle. It has swept the low of this red candle. I would have used it. So I'm expecting price to react here. But meanwhile, I saw this sweep of liquidity here. Let me mark the zone. I saw this sweep, this zone. It's a liquidity zone because we have several lows there. We have at least 2 lows there or more. You see price tested it the first time, went up. So that means there are buy stops. I mean, sell stop, they sell stop order here. Those buying here have their sell stops here, yes or no? They have their stop, they have their stop loss here. They have their stop loss here. And now the moment price breaks it to the downside with a full body, those traders who are looking for a break of structure to the downside in order to sell, they're also selling. So they have their own stop loss somewhere around here too, right above it. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we have a pool of liquidity around here that is established. The price goes down and begins a buy move again. So the moment I saw this sweep, let me show you this candle. This candle sweep this low and gives me this full body to the upside. I was just saying, okay, maybe there's a trade opportunity here to the upside. I was expecting, okay, price will come all the way here. The price still intends to go up to continue the uptrend. And I believe price will still go up to continue the uptrend into the middle of this other block. But let me show you what I did. So after price pushed into this other block, I went to the 4 hours time frame to see what is really happening. I saw that on the 4 hours time frame, price has broken structure to the upside. It closed above this high. Can you see it?
Yes.
It closed above this high. So I marked out the other block before this break of structure, which is this other block. Can you see this red candle? I took
Yes,
it
I
from
see
the
that
open.
one.
I marked the open and the low of the other block. I marked the open and the low of this other block. And I went straight to the 5 minutes time frame to look for my entry. So this is where price entered this other block. On the 5 minutes, I got a change of character. This is my first change of character on the 5 minutes. Can you see that change of character? After price failed to break below this low, we have a failure swing and a change and a break above it. So confirming that we have a change of character to the upside on the 5 minutes. So the next step for me would be to look for a sweep of liquidity. So I marked these 2 zones as my liquidity. They were the only zones available at that time. This low and this low were my liquidity. So I was waiting for price to enter there give me another change of character after sweeping them. And I got the change of character here. It went after sweeping liquidity, it broke above this eye. Am I right?
Yes, you're right.
It broke above the eye. So the moment it broke above the eye, my entry will be anywhere between this high and this low. So I decided to use this side for my entry. I decided to place my entry here within the zone, right above this body, the body of these candles. Can you see it? And my
Yes,
low, and my low be below this last swing low, 2 pips below it. Took a 1 to 2, and I think it was perfect. Price went as high as giving us a 1 to 3 point something before it now broke down again. Can you see it?
yes.
Give us before it now broke down again. So by now, I'm already out of the trade. So, but I'm still looking for my entry, my buy entry again on it. Let me take all this out. I'm still looking for my buy entry, another buy entry. So you can take multiple trades just on one asset, on one pair. You can take multiple trades. So going back again to 1 hour. So, going back again to the daily. Now we're in the daily and price is doing this. So we'll be watching what price will do here from the 1 hour time frame. So we'll be waiting to see a 1 hour change of character. Or if you want things to be faster, you can go to the 15 minutes. You wait for your change of character. After your change of character, you wait for your sweep of liquidity. Then another change of character. You take your entry, target your 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, and you'll be okay. So I don't think it's difficult, is it?
No, I just gotta continue to practice, practice, practice.
Yeah. The more you look at the charts, the better you'll get at it. Let's see US 30 before we call off this meeting. I think that's your favorite pair. So look at it. Let's see what's happening on the daily. On the daily, you can see price is in a strong up move. Very strong up move. Price broke this structure here. Came back to test it. This is one buy opportunity. Came back to test it. Pushed up again. So our next entry on the 1 hour, our next point of interest on the 1 hour is going to be below, is going to be the low of this bullish candle because it swept liquidity. It swept the liquidity off the candle before it. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
So we can use
Yes.
this low. We can use this low instead of using the entire candle. We can use this low as an order block. We can use this low as an order block. So if price comes back to this low, we'll go to our 1 hour to look for our entry. But so far, price has not come, and I'm becoming impatient. So I went to the 4 hours. I said, let me see what I have on the 4 hours. I saw this zone here on the 4 hours, went to the 1 hour and refined it. I refined the zone. So if price comes to this zone, if it comes to this 1 hour zone, I'll go to my 5 minutes time frame, look for those price action we'll be talking about, those price action pattern, a change of character, a sweep of liquidity, another change of character, then my entry to the upside. But if I don't get that pattern perfectly here, I'll be waiting to see how price will play out on this daily point of interest. I'm waiting to see how price will play out on this daily point of interest. So my pattern tells me if the point of interest I'm looking at is a high quality one or not. So I don't just come in, place my entry here blindly. I need to see how price reacts. If it reacts the way I want, as stated by my rules, that's when I take my trade. Do you get it?
Yes.
So I can even mark out this on the daily. Look at this. I can mark out this place on the daily, this low. You know why? There's a sweep of liquidity from that low. So, but I can still take my entry here because I've seen price sweep liquidity to the downside. Hmm? And
Yes.
this structure to the upside, telling me that price still intends to push up. You can see, because I can see from
Let me
even
see
my
this.
this open is 44,433.2. Okay. Four, two. So now you see price reacting around here. We'll go to the 5 minutes. When we get to the 5 minutes, we're going to start looking for our price pattern, our price action pattern. What's the first thing we look for? We wait for price to mitigate this order block, this 1 hour order block. Give us a 5 minutes change of character. Let's see an example here. I think price did something like that here. It's mitigated the order block. This could give me a sell, a buy opportunity. Let me go back to the 1 hour. Let me see. Okay. 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 I'll wait for you to come down here. Wait for you to come down. If I was on the 5 minutes, I would have taken this trade. Let's see. Get all the way down. Change of character. Okay. It hasn't given me my second change of character. So price comes here, gives us a 5 minutes change of character, then strips liquidity and gives us another change of character. We can take this trade. So, but if it doesn't do that, it may break all the way down. It can break below this other block. The other blocks are not roadblocks preventing price from making its intended moves. Hope you know that. So price can break the other block to the downside and test this zone. So if we don't get the reaction we desire here, we'll look at it here or we'll look at it here. So anywhere we get what we want, we are free to take our trades, whether on the hourly or on the daily. So that's how it goes. So that's how it goes. So maybe by tomorrow we'll look at more examples.